guys, and Furnic here. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm doing a best team and it's supposed to be in chronological order. Well, a little while ago, Mystic Umbreon actually uploaded this version of this video as well, and I didn't really agree with the list, so I thought, hey, I could do better than him, so let's give it a try. I'm going to be going over what I think is the best team to use in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon using only starter Pokemon. If you guys don't know what a best team series is, welcome to Earth. Basically, it's where I go over what I think is the best team to use in a certain Pokemon game. Unfortunately, as of late, the series has been doing really crap. But I thought, I might as well do it because A, I think I can do a better version than Mystic Umbreon, and 2, I really like making them, even though you guys hate watching them. So be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and if you want me to stop doing the best team series or continue doing it, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into the video! Okay, now for all Pokemon games, all the main series games anyway, you need a starter Pokemon. And the ones to choose from are Litten, Poplio, and Rowlet. I gotta say, I only really like one of the starters, and funny enough, it's the same starter that I'm going to ask you to pick for the best team. And that Pokemon is Litten, so that way it can eventually become Incineroar. I actually think Incineroar is easily the best starter to pick in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And let me explain why. Decidueye is easily the worst because A, it can't really use many good stab moves, and B, it's pretty much too weak to more or less every main character in the whole game. Well, apart from a few ones, but they're easy to take down. So that leaves Primarina and Incineroar. Now, I did do a little bit of research, and I personally think Incineroar is better, but you may be surprised about later on in the video. All I'm saying is, when you're picking a starter Pokemon at the start of the game, pick Incineroar, because it's going to help you out through a lot of really powerful trainers and really important characters in the game as well. Alright, for the moveset, I went with Fire Punch and Darkest Lariat for stab, then I went with Thunder Punch for coverage against water types, and Brick Break, so that way it can take egg down any dark types we might encounter. Fun fact, with this moveset, it can take down a lot of important characters. Let me name off a few. We've got Totem Gumshoot or Raticate, Totem Araquanid, but be careful, Totem Marowak, Totem Lurantis, Totem Togedemaru, Totem Rabombi, Olivia's Lycanroc, Cradily, Gigalith, and Probopass. Basically her entire team, just I wouldn't really use it. Also, it can't really do much against Armaldo. Nanu's Krokorok and Persian, Hapu's Golurk, Plumeria's Golbat, Guzma's Pinsir, Masquerade Rain. Actually, no, it can take down Guzma's entire team. I forgot to include that. We got Molane's team, Acerola's team, Kahili's team, Howl's team apart from Noivern, Gladion's team, Farber's team, and Lucamine's team apart from Clefable. I mean, that's pretty much the entire game sorted. Okay, now let's mosey along to the next member of the team. Now this one was definitely an easy pick because this Pokemon is such a powerhouse. And that Pokemon is Swampert. Now, Swampert is such a powerhouse because for this game, you're going to need a water type and a ground type, no exceptions. And Swampert is such a powerful combination of both of those types because it can learn some really powerful stab moves from both water type and ground type. If you're wondering where to catch a Swampert, we have to catch it as a Marshtomp with the island scan. You need to go to Brooklet Hill on Akala Island on a Saturday, and then Marshtomp will spawn up. And it's going to be an interesting catch, because for some reason, I'm pretty bad at catching Marshtomp. But I it's definitely worth it because Marshtomp is such a powerhouse. For Swamput's moveset, I would recommend Waterfall and Earthquake for stab, Ice Punch for coverage against grass types, and Rock Slide because, well, I needed a fourth move. Plus, it's also good at getting flinches. With this, Swampert is good against Totem Marowak, Totem Lurantis, but I wouldn't recommend it. Totem Togedemaru, Totem Kommo-o, Totem Rabombi, Olivia's team, Nanu's Krokorok, Hapu's team, Plumeria's team, Guzma's team, Elaine's team, Acerola's Frostlass, Driftblim and Palisand, Kahili's team, Howl's Raichu, Noivern and Decidueye, but I wouldn't recommend using it on Decidueye. Glazion's Crobat and Lucario, Faber's Claydol, and Lucamine's Lilligant. It can easily take down some of the most important characters in the game. And I think with this, it could do well against Ultra Necrozma if you're careful. Just be extremely careful with Ultra Necrozma because that thing can destroy. I also forgot to mention that Incineroar can also handle Ultra Necrozma, so sorry. Okay, we've had a fire type, we've had a water type, now the third member is a grass type. No, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The grass types that are available in this game, not the best. Like, some of them are alright, some of them aren't so alright. Let's narrow it down slightly. Meganium, crap. Sceptile, also crap. Torterra can be good, but we've already got a ground type. Superior is only good with its hidden ability. Decidueye, as I said, is awful. And also, we can't really use have I got over Sceptile? Oh, Chestnut, or definitely not, because, well, it's just not that good. Plus, I think we've already got a fighting type ready for later. So that means there's only really one option left. And that is Venusaur. Venusaur for me is easily the best grass type starter to use in this game. It's such a powerhouse, and it can also pretty much destroy quite a lot of the most important characters in the game. You can find Venusaur as a Bulbasaur on Melee Island on Route 2 on a Friday. So you can easily pick it up straight after you get your starter Pokemon, which is such a handy thing to have on hand. Like, Bulbasaur is just such a good Pokemon to have, and it can also handle quite a lot of the team's weaknesses. For Venusaur's moveset, I would recommend Giga Drain or Energy Ball, Sludge Bomb, Earthquake, and for the final moveset, you can either go with Growth or Leech Seed, depending on what you want. Either healing your Pokemon further even more, or if you want to power up your Pokemon's attacks. It really depends. I would personally go with Growth, but it's up to you. With this moveset, Venusaur is good against Totem Marowak, but I really wouldn't recommend it. Totem Lurantis, Totem Togedemaru, Totem Mimikyu, Totem Rabombi, Olivia's team apart from Armaldo, and maybe Cradily? Actually, no, it is good against Cradily, sorry. Nanu's Krokorok, Hapu's team apart from Flygon, Plumeria's Salazzle, but I really, honestly would not recommend that. Mulaney's team, Acerola's Delmise and Palisand, actually no, it is good against Howl's Raichu, sorry. Howl's Raichu, Vaporeon and Decidueye, Gladion, Silvally and Lucario, Faber's Claydol and Bruxish, and Lucamine's Clefable, Lilligant and Milotic. And it's just so powerful. Like, I don't get why Mr. Umbreon didn't add Venusaur to the team, because this thing is OP as hell. Okay, now time for the fourth member of the team. Now, this definitely was a no-brainer, because this thing can destroy, even and without its hidden ability. It's such a powerhouse in this game, and it's just a powerhouse in general. And that is Blaziken. I know Blaziken can't get its hidden ability, and it can't Mega Evolve until post-game. But it is still a powerful Pokemon to have in a best team when you're only using starter Pokemon. You can get Combuskin at Route 8 on Akala Island on a Tuesday, which means you can and pretty much destroyed the entire game with 2 Hoenn starters. So, plus, have you seen Blaziken's stats? That a physical attack and speed is going to come, really handy for your team. Plus, we needed some speeders. So, we needed Blaziken on our team. For Blaziken's moveset, I would recommend Blaze Kick and High Jump Kick for stab, Hone Claw so that way it can up its attack and accuracy, and Stone Edge for coverage against flying types. With this moveset, Blaziken is good against Totem Lurantis, Totem Togedemaru, Totem Rabombi, Olivia's team, Nanu's Krokorok and Persian, Plumeria's team, Guzma's team, Melane's team, Acerola's Driftblim, Delmise and Frostlass, Kahili's team, Hal's team apart from Raichu and Vaporeon, Gladion's team apart from Silvally, and Lucamine's team apart from Lucamine's Lilligant and Lopunny. Like, that is a lot of Pokemon it can cover. Plus, the fighting type's definitely going to come in handy. Now for the 5th member of the team. As much as I despise, and I emphasis on despise, this Pokemon, it can pretty much destroy the entire game when it's teamed up with Incineroar. It's the other starter of the Alola region, Primarina. Now, I know I said to start with Litten, and I do mean that. When at the start of the game, pick Litten, because it can do more at the beginning of the game. Then, go on to Wonder Trade, or maybe get a friend who has a Poplio, then get them to give you a Poplio. And you're pretty much set, because Poplio can actually do a decent amount in the game. That Fairy type is definitely going to come in handy when it evolves. Trust me. For Primarina's moveset, I would recommend Sparkling Aria, Moonblast, those 2 are for stab, Psychic for coverage against poison types, and you can either use Icy Wind or Ice Beam for coverage against grass types. I'd recommend going with Icy Wind at the start because it's the earliest ice type move we can get, and then when you get Ice Beam, substitute it for Ice Beam. With this moveset, Primarina is good against Totem Raticate, Totem Marowak, Totem Kommo, Harla's team, Olivia's team, Nanu's team, Hapu's team apart from Gastrodon, Plumeria's team, Guzma's Masquerain, Acerola's Driftblim, Delmise and Palisand, Kahili's team, Hal's Noivern, Crabominable and Decidueye, Gletadion's Crobat and Zoroark, Faber's Claydol, and Lucamine's Lilligant and Beware. And it's also good against Ultra Necrozma. Now for the final member of the team. I really, really struggle with the final member of the team because I didn't want to use another fire type and I didn't really want to use another water type either. And the remaining grass types are either bad or they have a dual type which I already have covered. So, I had to do the one thing that I promised myself I would not do. I had to resort to Pokemon Yellow and then pick out Pikachu. I really didn't want to use Pikachu because that would mean I'd have to make sure that it didn't evolve into a Raichu because the one in Pokemon Yellow and Let's Go Pikachu cannot evolve. And Pikachu's only good when it evolves into a Raichu. So, but unfortunately I had to go with Pikachu, so I'm stuck with it. You can get Pichu fairly early in the game, but it evolves by max friendship, so it's a real pain in the arse. But if you're patient enough, you're going to get somewhat of a decent Pokemon out of it. Now, I gave Pikachu a moveset that can actually not only handle a few Pokemon in the game, but it can also boost the power of my water types. And you'll figure out why. For Pikachu's moveset, I went with Thunderbolt, Rain Dance, Water Pulse, and Thunder. Yes, it can learn Water Pulse thanks to the move tutors. With this moveset, Pikachu is good against Totem Araquanid, Totem Marowak, Olivia's team, Nanu's Krokorok, but I would not recommend it. Plumeria's team, Guzma's Golisopod and Masquerain, Molane's Dugtrio, again, would not recommend that either. Acerola's Driftblim and Palisand, also not recommended. Kahili's team, Hal's Vaporeon, Glazion's Crobat and Silvally, Faber's Claydol, also not recommended, and Lucamine's Milotic. So, Pikachu is only here to handle some of the Pokemon that the other members of the team can't handle. But it's still a good Pokemon for where it counts. And now that, guys, hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed it, if you agreed with any members of the team, and if you think that this best team is actually better than Mystic Umbreon's, because I personally think it is. Also, guys, be sure also to share this channel with your friends, because I am trying to get to 150 subscribers, so that way I can do my 150th subscriber special, where I eat as many hot dogs as I can. At my hungriest, I could probably take away about 20, maybe? But that's if I don't have breakfast and if I'm really hungry at lunch. So be sure to share this channel with your friends, and make sure, if you're new, subscribe to this channel if you want me to eat a load of hot dogs. If you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up, comment down below, share this video with a friend, and if you're new, subscribe to this channel. It's been Inferno today. Okay, and if that's all from me, so till the next time, this is Infernape, signing off. Bye!